Well, hello. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. This is Karen from Choosing to Live One, and it's been a while since we've done a health update. I do weigh and measure the first of every month. I've been doing that for 3 or 4 years. I have quite a bit of data on that. So May 1st is coming up. I will be doing that, and I will put together a health update with some pictures and measurements, to show the journey thus far. So we'll look for that next week. But for now, just want to give you a quick update so that we don't have to do that later. I know a lot of times when people have a YouTube channel or the different social media that's used to share their weight loss journey, and especially the keto carnivore space, sometimes people think when they don't see them for a while, oh, they must have fallen off and gained all the weight back. And that is not the case. So just want to let you know that no, I'm still going strong, still healthy, still really enjoying my proper human diet lifestyle, which is very low carb. It is meat based, and we pretty much just eat whole foods, mostly meat. And we're real happy with that. So in 2024, beginning of the year, I had some really big plans and some really good goals, and life happens, as it does to everybody, and we had some very big changes, big lifestyle changes last year. And even though they were good changes that we actually chose, still any change is very stressful, of course. So we kind of got caught up into all of those changes. They were good changes. Thank goodness I have a very supportive husband who, we've been married 18 years, and so we've kind of learned how to work out our different personalities. He's a no change ever kind of guy, and I'm a new idea every 30 seconds kind of person. Especially now when I'm on keto, my brain works a lot faster, and those creative juices are running stronger than they have in many years, and I have an idea of the moment, and I've learned not to verbalize my idea of the moment, but just kind of wait and sit and see if the idea sticks around a few days. Then I'll talk it over with him, and he's learned not to get too upset when I come out with all these crazy ideas, because most of them never happen. They're just ideas. So anyway, one of the things that I had started in 2024 was my Big Rocks Win channel, and I was really excited about that, reading through the Bible in a year on YouTube and Rumble. And that also had an interruption last year, but that is back and going strong. So the idea was to get through in a year, and basically it's going to be a year late. We have I think I have 500 videos out there now. And it's I am proud of what's been done. I'm happy with what's been done, and I know that one of my grandchildren is watching them. She even helped me put some together, and put together a fun little blooper reel in one of them, and did some of my little thumbnails for the cover. That was a lot of fun. So I'm very happy with that channel. I wouldn't say we're back on track. We're a year late. I did change my strategy with that a little bit. But anyway, that is still ongoing, and it will finish in January of 2026. So we're moving at a little slower pace this year, but one that I can actually keep up with. The other thing that I started last year, pretty much last year, I started my certification with the Primal Health Institute. I wanted to become a certified coach. And the reason I wanted to do that is people are asking, since they've seen me lose 80 pounds and maintain it, people have a lot of questions for me. And I can share what I've done that's helped me, but I wanted to be more knowledgeable about the science behind it and what works for other people, because everybody is not me. And I'm well aware that the very same thing is not going to work for everybody. So I'm working through that. I was expecting to be certified a year ago in June. So we're also a year delayed on that. And I do expect to be certified in July of this year. I earned my ketogenic diet expert certification from Primal Health Institute last summer. and then took a break from my studies to put together a 12-week class for my church. 12-week? No, that was a 6-week class. 6-week class for my church last fall. And out of that 6-week class, there were 12 people who went on and embraced. It was an imperfect delivery. I'm an imperfect person. I'm not fully trained yet. It was the first time I did it. My material was, kind of so-so. But they took those little things that I gave them and put them in place, and 12 of those people have lost a significant amount of weight and regained health in, some health benefits, that, like me, didn't expect the health benefits. And even some of the younger ones, when I say younger, I mean, I'm 65. They're a whole lot younger than me, okay, but they are 30s, okay, people in their 30s who did get some health benefits that they did not expect. So that is very rewarding. Actually, there was a project at my church last year. We had to rearrange the sanctuary to put in a new set of bathrooms upstairs, and rearranging the sanctuary required that they cut off 3 feet, it's 2 or 3 feet from each pew to fit them as they turned from this way to this way. They had to cut off the ends of the pews and put them back together. And my husband and his brother mostly were the ones who worked on that piece of it. There were a whole lot of people that worked on this whole project, but they worked on that. They shortened the pews last fall, so we had to get the people into our keto class to shrink the people. We shrank the pews. We had to shrink the people. But anyway, that was our little church joke with that. We had an awful lot of fun with that, and I'm not at all sorry that I did that, because there is nothing like watching people who you know and love regain their health through proper human diet. It's just incredible. So that's where we are with all of that. I did make some notes, so I'm looking at my notes. Primal health and nutrition expert. Actually, I'll finish that part up this week. So that is all the book knowledge, and then I'll move into some the course. I have 2 more courses and some practicums. We get to practice being a coach before we actually get to go say we're a coach. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be an awful lot of fun. And then one of the other big goals I had last year was fasting. I was going to start some fasting, and I started some of that. I tried a lot of different things, and I just really never see that as a waste of time. The little experiments that I've done here and there with this and that and the other thing, I think I was trying to, I know that I was kind of trying to ease up a little bit on Sundays when I have a group that I get together with, and there's always lots of food. It's kind of a lot of food and a little bit of Bible and a little bit of prayer and an awful lot of fun. So I get into a little bit too much of that food. And then also try to do that and do fasting 1 day a week. And I had a whole plan around that. But anyway, that didn't work out. Neither one of those things worked out. So I learned a lot. It's not a waste of time because I learned a lot. And so I didn't lose any weight in 2024, but you know what? I didn't gain any weight either. I didn't gain any weight. And all of my labs are still beautiful. My doctor still shakes his head when I go in. He's like, "What are you doing again?" And a couple little numbers that I wanted to be there within normal ranges, but I wanted them to be a little better. We've improved so much. It's like I want a little better. And he's about 10 years younger than me, and he looked at me and he said, "Your numbers are better than mine." So I'm still pressing for more. I know there's more. There's more healing, and I'm really excited about that. So anyway, fasting goals for 2024. I learned a lot. This year I'm learning more, and I'll cover that a little bit in my health update that I'll do for you next week. That was about all I had. I really just wanted to stop in, say hi. I have not gone away. I haven't forgotten about you. and I will put together a little health update for you at least once a month. You know, I have, like I said, I have a zillion ideas. You know, there are some more cooking videos that I want to do. I am going carnivore in May, so that takes out some of the cooking videos I wanted to do for you, unless I get them done this week, which doesn't look good, to be honest. But you take care. Yeah, that's as good as it gets today.